Hi, this is Jamel with Recherche Kennels in beautiful Statesville, North Carolina. I'm very excited to introduce a stunning Cavachon girl we have for sale. This is Miss Purple of Esther and Wesley's litter. She was born February 19th. They start showing their personality around 3 weeks of age, and so we've had 3 or 4 weeks to really get to know her, and her Recherche score is actually one of the easier to tell. Her Recherche score is 787, 7 being that she is dependent. She loves to be with people. She's very friendly. It's not surprising since Cavachons are one of the sweetest breeds you can find. She is dependent. She's not the most dependent puppy in her litter, but she definitely loves people, loves to be around people. On the activity scale, she is outgoing. She likes to play. Now, Cavachons in general are much calmer than just regular Bichons, and especially even Cavapoos. I'd say a Cavachon on average is about 30% calmer than a Cavapoo. So she is outgoing. She acts more like a Cavapoo than a Cavachon, but I don't want to make it sound like she's hyper or high energy. She's not that way. And then she's very confident. She's probably the most confident puppy in her litter. She's not afraid. She's not timid. We believe she's probably going to be the best trained pup in her litter. Size-wise, she's one of the bigger girls in her litter. Her mom is 10 pounds. Her dad is 15 pounds. So our best guess is that she'll be 12 to maybe 18 pounds. We sometimes have had them bigger than the parents, but typically they're right between the parents. So 12 to 15 pounds is what our best guess is, but there's a chance you'll get 18 pounds. The other thing that's nice about Cavachons is that they are typically smaller than Cavapoos. Now, she's able to go home after graduating either Puppy Academy, which is training till 12 weeks of age. That's May 14th. The second training level is our most popular training program called Canine College. It's training till 16 weeks, which is June 11th. Now, it's the most popular training program because she'll have all of her shots, so you don't have to quarantine her. Secondly, she'll be able to hold the restroom twice as long. And the biggest reason people choose that program is they grow the most in obedience commands between the ages of 10 and 16 weeks of age. So many times, they're up to 3 times better obedience trained at 16 weeks than they are at 12 weeks. The third training level is Master's Program. That's training till 20 weeks of age. That's July 9th. And the fourth training level is Doggy Doctorate, training till 6 months of age. That's August 19th. Now, if you scroll down, you'll see pictures of both parents. If you click on those pictures, a video will play where we summarize the parents. We talk about their health clearances, their personalities, all that. There's 2 things that make us different from any other doodle breeder in the world. The first thing is the quality of our parents. Notice that each parent has all of their health clearances as recommended by their parent clubs. Also, both parents in this case are imported in from Europe. Esther from Romania, Wesley from Ireland. We did that because they had greater genetic diversity. They're healthier, they live longer. That's why we wanted to get the world's healthiest Bichons and the healthiest Cavaliers to produce the healthiest Cavachons. The second thing that makes us different is our Puppy Training Institute. So what I'd like to do is to summarize our Puppy Training Institute, and we're going to show off regular puppies in training so you can see what to expect. Now, if you do want to learn about each training level in detail, go to our Puppy Training Institute page. I have a video for every training program by itself with puppies in that program only, so you can learn about that. But right now, I'll summarize the program, and I'll come back and let you know what you need to do to reserve Miss Purple. Our Puppy Training Institute has 4 core areas. There's a couple areas that are very visible that we're going to show you on camera with the puppy that's for sale. Some of the areas are a little bit more difficult, but the one area that's very visible to show is outside training, and the big part of that is leash training. Puppies love the pull, love the tug, love the cut in front of you, and so we train them to walk on our left side. We train them that when we stop walking, they do what's called an auto sit. That's where they automatically sit without being told, without having any hand signals. They automatically sit. That it builds respect and focus on you. A couple other areas in outside training it's a little bit harder to show is car training, and then also swim training when the weather's warmer. The second area that's very visible is obedience training. All of our trainers are certified dog trainers that's been training dogs for years. They know what they're doing. They're all certified. They all can do Canine Good Citizen. They're all very good trainers, and we work on the obedience commands of sit, down, stay, come, place, kennel, and they are trained extensively in all these areas. Now, we have 3 different communication tools we use with the puppies. We use hand signals, we use words, and then we use the training lead that we will provide you. And so as they get older, they get better and better. They can hold their stay longer. They can hold their place longer. They can hold their kennel longer. They can do it with both hand signals and words only, and so they get better and better. The place is when they jump up on the Kuranda cot. You will definitely want to buy a Kuranda cot because that allows the transition for our training to go to you. It's a wonderful command. When we say kennel, they go into their kennel on their own volition. We typically keep the door open, especially as they get older. And we train them, they cannot leave the kennel or really any other door until they are released. The two other areas that's a little bit more difficult that we're going to show you just generic dogs going through this. The one area is house training. We actually spend more time in house training than all the other areas combined. That's about 2/3 of the training. And this is where we work on the most important area of potty training. Of course, we're training them not to use the restroom inside and the signal eventually to go outside. A puppy at 12 weeks of age can typically hold the restroom about 1 hour during the day, whereas a puppy at 6 months can do 4 hours. The same thing is with crate training. We train them to sleep at night in their crate, eat in their crate. And a 12-week-old can typically sleep around 4 to 5 hours without having to be let out. And a 6-month-old, it's 6 to 10 hours. So obviously the longer they're in training, the longer they can be crate trained. We also, though, while they're in house training, we train them not to jump up on us, not to chew things in the house, not to bite our hands. It's very extensive. And then the last area is socialization training. Many people worry about getting a trained or older puppy is that they won't bond. Well, because of our socialization program, our puppies bond very quickly. In fact, we've never had a client complain about that. And so in our socialization, we're training them not to be afraid of thunderstorms. We're training them not to be afraid of the hair dryer, of the blow dryer, of a vacuum cleaner. We have a TV in our puppy training area, in our house training area where we're socializing them. They go on field trips when they get older. We work extensively on them being handled. We have 20 plus people that work for us, so these puppies are handled by multiple people and they're socialized extensively. That is our Puppy Training Institute. Now, if you're interested in Miss Purple, read through this entire page. If you scroll to the bottom, you'll see pictures we just took of her. Right above those most recent pictures are her prices for each training level. Some people do have a hard time finding those prices, so in this video, we're going to show you where prices are found on a typical page, but you do need to look at her page to see her prices. And then right below this video is a link. It says click here to fill out puppy application. Click on the words puppy application, fill it out. We will respond to you within 24 hours. Thank you so much for taking time to visit Miss Purple of Esther and Wesley's litter. Thank you so much, and God bless.